Tonight, the world is watching the 98th Academy Awards. Live from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, the Oscars represent a night of global prestige, cultural influence, and cinematic legacy. This year, a strong competitor is back again.
Vamos mudar esse clima, vou botar uma música.
Here's the soundtrack you should add to your playlist. Brazilian cinema is experiencing one of its strongest international moments in decades. Not just with nominations, but with films that are shaping global conversations. This new wave was influenced by I'm Still Here, the film that brought the first ever Academy Award to a Brazilian production. Starring the Brazilian actress Fernanda Torres, the film revisits one of the darkest chapters in Brazilian history. With a soundtrack that draws from Brazilian songs of the 60s and 70s, it features artists central to the Brazilian popular music movement, MPB, including Chico Buarque, Caetano Veloso, Gilberto Gil, and Gal Costa. These were artists whose albums defined the late 1960s and 1970s in Brazil, blending bossa nova, samba, folk, and orchestral arrangements into what became known as MPB. By incorporating these original recordings, the film doesn't recreate the past, it takes you back to it. Now it's time for The Secret Agent to take the Oscars stage. Starring Wagner Moura, internationally known for portraying Pablo Escobar in the Netflix series Narcos, the film marks another major step in Brazil's global cinematic presence. After winning 2 Golden Globe Awards, the film now competes in 3 categories at the Academy Awards. Set in a Brazil shaped by surveillance, tension, and contradiction, the story blends political thriller elements with deeply cultural references. And part of what makes the film resonate internationally is how it constructs its atmosphere, not only through performance and cinematography, but through sound. The soundtrack moves between distinctly Brazilian genres, from frevo, the explosive brass rhythm of Pernambuco, to brega, a romantic style that dominated northern Brazil in the 1970s. It features tracks like Waldeck Soriano's Eu Não Sou Cachorro Não, a defining song of Brazilian popular music, and references rare cultural artifacts like Pai Biru, the psychedelic 1975 album by Zé Ramalho and Lula Cortés. The original score, composed by Mateus Alves and Mateus Alves Souza, bridges regional musical identity with cinematic tension. In The Secret Agent, Brazil isn't just represented visually, it's heard. From frevo to brega, from northeastern psychedelia to original score, The Secret Agent uses music to narrate a Brazil that is both festive and under surveillance.
Dadinho caralho, meu nome agora é Zé Pequeno, porra.
Despite these recent successes, Brazil's presence at the Oscars didn't begin here. It's been building for decades. With a soundtrack that fused samba, soul, and 1960s-70s Brazilian funk, the film is driven by tracks from iconic artists like Raul Seixas, Cartola, and Tim Maia, giving its scenes both rhythm and historical texture. This acclaimed Brazilian drama features an entirely original score composed by Antonio Pinto and Jacques Morellenbaum. Intimate and restrained, mirroring distance, loneliness, and fragile hope. Beyond its original score by Pedro Bromfman, Tropa de Elite incorporates classic Brazilian funk and national rock, a choice which adds raw, urban authenticity, giving the film a visceral, street-level energy that blurs the line between fiction and reality. In cinema, music plays a central role. It can be just as important as a main character. It guides emotion, builds tension, and gives scenes their meaning. But in Brazilian cinema, music goes even further. It represents geography, politics, and memory. A samba can reveal social context. A frevo can locate you in the Northeast. A funk beat can signal the pulse of the urban periphery. When Brazilian films travel to the Oscars, they carry more than scripts. They carry sound. And through that sound, they carry Brazil. Press play and discover Brazil through music.